What is up, YouTube? That's here, bringing you guys another episode of In It to Win It. We are still playing with the Togedemaru Aerodactyl team that I showed in the last episode. The only real change I'm making to items here is that I'm going to probably be testing the Citrus Berry in today's episodes on Mandibuzz over the Mental Herb. The Mental Herb is a little bit too safe, and I played a couple games where a Citrus Berry would have been perfect. I haven't been taunted once, and I pretty much just had it for like a Lele Blim matchup, or like a matchup where they wanted to taunt my Tailwind versus like a Murkrow, for example. Like the Mental Herb is made for stuff like that, but I can probably get away with the Citrus Berry. So we're going to be testing Citrus Berry on Mandibuzz. Other than that, it's the same stuff. Specs Coco, Groundium Z Garchomp, Poisonium Z Togedemaru, Sash Aerodactyl, and the Choice Scarf Ditto. So now that we know the team, now that we're familiar with it again, we're just going to hop into some games and see if we can climb that ladder. Here we go. Alright, so we have a Japanese player in the very first game. Looks like his team is going to be Sun with Gigalith and Porygon and Nihilego. And Steela. Alright, so this is like a really hard trick room. I think I need to go Mandibuzz and Togedemaru here. Because I can go Whirlwind on one and Fake Out on the other. I'd be Fake Out the Nihilego, and then I'd be Whirlwinding the Porygon if he decided to leave with that. And then, like, let's see, if you love with Sun, for example, I can do the same. I can go Fake Out on the Lilligant, and then I can Tailwind with my, yeah, that's really bad, though. I mean, I'm going to have to do that. I have to go Togedemaru Mandibuzz. Remember to put your Steel types on the left-hand side, just in case we see Magnezones. It's a good habit to have. Coco, I gotta go Cocos too. Don't really want to. What about Ditto? Do I like Ditto? If Ditto copies Lilligant, oh man, it's freaking beautiful, but it rarely happens. I mean, Skydrop's also decent at dealing with stuff. I think I'm just gonna go Garchomp as the last one. He's already locked in. I'm not a big fan of Garchomp here, but it's not the worst thing. Games like this are ones that make me really wish that my Aerodactyl had Wide Guard. Wide Guard Aerodactyl is pretty good against like Gigalith and just Sun in general. It's one of my favorite mons, and I wish I had moved on the set, but I really think just Standard Protect on Aerodactyl is probably better. It wins me a good amount of games. Another move that I like on Aerodactyl that I'm not using is Smackdown. I think that's another really cool move. Just imagine fighting like a Celesteela. You smack down it for like 10-15%, and then they just take that big Earthquake damage from Garchomp. So we're going to see Sun in the very first setup here. I think what I'm going to do is, like, I have to Fake Out someone, right? So I can Fake Out the Torkoal, or I can Fake Out the Lilligant. I think I'm actually going to be Fake Outing the Torkoal here, and then, you know, what can he do? He could, Sleep Powder my Togedemaru, I guess. That's pretty much it. And this would stop the after you play. Or I could Fake Out the Lilligant, and he could just go for an Eruption. But I don't like that one either, because it would be making me lose my Togedemaru. That might be a better play, though. Alright, actually, yeah, we're just gonna Fake Out the Lilligant then. If we lose Togedemaru, we lose Togedemaru. But, yeah, we'll see. Let's see, I'm just gonna Tailwind here. And also, this would break the Lilligant Sash, which is another really good thing I want to get out of the way. Lilligant Protects, so it looks like he's either going for a double Protect, or just a Protect with Lilligant and an Eruption. And Torkoal Protects. Hey, you know what? We are completely fine with this. This is 100% A-okay. Flawlessness. I got no problems here. Setting up my Tailwind. I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. I can go for Encores here. I can go for Poisonium Z. There's a few different things I can do. I think I want to Encore the Torkoal. Yeah. I'm going to Encore the Torkoal. I see Torkoal is a bigger threat, and I'm just going to Foul Play the Lilligant. Togedemaru should be faster than Lilligant. I think Lilligant has base 90 speed, so we're both doubled. I'm 96 base speed on Togedemaru. I should be fine. And here we go. Here we go. He's withdrawn the Lilligant. Let's see if something comes in and takes juicy Foul Play damage. Gigalith takes pretty juicy Foul Play damage, if I do say so myself. And it's so weird seeing both Gigalith and Torkoal on the same team, on the board at the same time. So it looks like he was trying to attack that turn. Maybe he was going for a Heat Wave or something. And it looks like, or maybe he's Z-moving me. I guess that's also an option. That would be kind of lame, but not completely unheard of. That's pretty big Foul Play damage, and Torkoal is stuck protecting. So now all we have to do really is just double our attacks into the Gigalith, because Torkoal's left all by its lonesome. So we're just going to Zing Zap that Gigalith. I just want to do a quick check of this guy's team preview, make sure he doesn't have any Garchomps. Yeah, he has like Nihilego, Steela, or Porygon as his last mon. Yeah, so we're just going to Zing Zap the Gigalith and Foul Play the Gigalith, and we should be able to wrap this up. I expect Torkoal to be switching out, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to let that guy switch out, and then if Gigalith protects, you know, we can just Encore that guy next turn. So Nihilego is going to be coming in here. Let's see. I know he's going to try and set up a Trick Room. I wonder if Foul Play Zing Zap can KO a Nihilego? I should have just nuked that Torkoal slot. Let's be honest, I should have done that. I mean, I'm just gonna nuke that Gigalith slot again. And then if he wants to Trick Room me, he can. Right? That's the play. Because even if I were to like switch out Mandibuzz for Koko, for example, and go for a Zing Zap on Nihilego, it's not enough to KO a bulky one. So if he wants to set up a Trick Room, we know that he doesn't have that many Mons to be able to just win the game with it. So Zing Zap's coming in on Gigalith. It's going to be enough with Foul Play to take that guy out. And at this point, he's going to have like Nihilego, who's not really that fast. Sorry, not really that slow. And then like Torkoal. Torkoal's like his big guy. And, okay, he's not even Trick Rooming. Hey, we're completely fine with that then. And it looks like he's trying to break my Sash, which I don't even have. And he's Life Orbed. So this is completely fine. My Tailwind peters out finally, but I will gladly set up another one of those. Mandibuzz being a very uncommon check to Sun because Lilligant can't Sleep Powder it. It's actually super, super solid. But he can Sleep Powder the Togedemaru. I think I'm going to switch out Togedemaru. I do have Koko in the back. That's why I'm thinking I could switch it out. I want to set up a second Tailwind, but like maybe he's going to Trick Room me. You know what we're going to do then? We're just going to Zing Zap the Nihilego and Foul Play it. Just going to do damage. I want to do damage. That's what we're trying to do here. He's going for a Power Gem. I really don't want him to set up a Trick Room, and I'm keeping him extremely honest. And look at this. We're going to activate that juicy, juicy Citrus Berry. I love it. Alright, let's see how I'm going to play this for the rest of the game then, because it depends on if I KO the Nihilego this turn. It's definitely weird. I think that he's going to Sleep Powder yeah, there's a Sleep Powder. Alright, I'm going to set up a Tailwind then. I think I have enough time to set it up. And let's see. I might be KOing I might be KOing this guy. Maybe KO it. So this is like half bad, but not really all that bad. Lilligant just broke its Sash, thanks to the Sandstorm. And I'm going to be coming in with Garchomp and Koko eventually. I think I just got to let these two die. That's pretty much just it. Yeah. I think that's the best I got. He's just going to after you Eruption most likely. And I haven't lost just yet. I'm going to try and Z-move that Lilligant. And I'm going to try and Tailwind. Do my best. I kind of wish I Tailwinded that turn, but on second thoughts, you know, it is what it is. KOing the Nihilego is important. I really didn't want to get Trick Roomed, but looking back on it, Trick Room wouldn't have been that big of a deal. Alright, so both these guys should be going down. Oh, I'm going to get my Tailwind off. That was the weakest Eruption I've ever seen. Mandibuzz MVP. Man, I don't really like Mandibuzz, but like this game, it's definitely performing. And look at the health that I have left. It's pretty much exactly the same amount of health that like, what is it? It's the same amount of health that like the Citrus Berry restored. So Citrus Berry putting in work here. Yeah, I think I'm going to Z-move the Torkoal. To keep that slot completely honest. If he protects, he weakens his Eruption later on in the game. And I'm going to switch out Mandibuzz for Tapu Koko so he can't use Sleep Powder my Garchomp. So he can't go Protect with Koko and Sleep Powder my Garchomp. And the next turn I can switch back in Mandibuzz and go for an Earthquake if I want to. So Mandibuzz is switching out. And we're coming in with Tapu Koko. Remember, this guy activates the Electric Terrain when he comes on the field. And the effect of Electric Terrain, other than boosting the power of grounded Electric-type moves, is making it so Pokemon can't get put to sleep. You know, we haven't seen that Lilligant bust a Z-move out. Okay, I saw the Z-move little, like, hiccup animation before when it happens, and I was like, wait, I thought I was Z-moving. So yeah, I am Z-moving the Torkoal. For a second, I thought he was Z-moving me first, but remember, I do have a Tailwind up, and Garchomp has a much higher base speed than Lilligant. So we are going to be Tectonic Raging that Torkoal slot. It's going to deal a ton of damage even through Protect, and just soften it up so it gets forced into using Heat Wave instead of Eruption. Yeah, look, that's good damage. That's good damage. And he couldn't fully protect itself, and he goes for Sleep Powder. We block those. There we go. Alright, so all we got to do here is just go for Rock Slide. And discharge a Dazzling Gleam. I think I'm just going to Dazzling Gleam. I think the Lilligant's more of a priority target, and I'm not really scared of the Torkoal, especially after all this chunking damage we're dealing to it. Cool. I think we're good. I think we did it. We definitely weathered the storm. We saw both forms of weather in the same game. And while I definitely tunneled a little bit on the Nihilego, expecting to Trick Room, you know, it didn't really cost me the game because the Mana Buzz just MVP clutched it out. I think I'm going to win this one. Oh, I got to lock in the move. That's probably a good idea. Alright, so Lilligant's going for Protect. That's the safest play, I think. Let's see if Torkoal is busting out like a Z move or like a Heat Wave. Torkoal's going to Dazzling Gleam. This was mainly supposed to be there to hit the Lilligant, but it does decent chip damage to Torkoal, even though it's not very effective. That's pretty good damage. Rock Slide's going to come in. Can it make contact with Torkoal? It actually does make contact, so we're going to be able to finish. Oh, Torkoal's at 1. Can we get a flinch, though? Show me that flinch. Alright, did we? Oh, we did flinch it, right? We flinched it? I wasn't even paying attention. Well, Rock Slide, Dazzling Gleam, and maybe he'll go for like a double protect or something, or maybe he'll just run. This game is pretty much over. Yeah, pretty much over. We take the first game of the day up against a rather hard Trick Room team with a ton of weather support. I don't really think that the Gigalith is a good Pokemon in that team, but, you know, having multiple forms of slow weather can just like in a weather war, that team would win. Like if I was using rain or if I was using hail, I would lose automatically. But since I'm not using any of them, he's kind of using his team ineffectively against mine. So we're gonna hop into a second game and see if we can keep the win streak alive. Alright, what is this? We have Pikachu, Wailord, Mimikyu, Pelipper, Koko, Kartana. So I'm thinking it's either Light Ball or Sash on Pikachu, Specs potentially on Wailord, probably a Z move of some sort on the Mimikyu. We got potential Sash also on Pelipper, also on Koko, also on Kartana. I'm thinking it's potentially Specs Koko maybe. No, maybe it's Life Orb Koko. That's probably much better. And then probably Scarf Kartana. So since we know a lot about this team, we should be fine. I think I'm going to go Aerodactyl Togedemaru. I think Togedemaru is still really good here. It looks like it's terrible, but I have faster Fake Out support than he does. The only problem is that, like, the Mimikyu... Maybe, actually, I might have to go Koko, but I really don't want a Koko. Maybe Garchomp. What's wrong with Garchomp? If I go Aerodactyl Garchomp, does that get me where I want to be? Because he can go Pikachu Pelipper and, like, set up a Tailwind that way, and I can't really stop it. Am I scared of that, though? No? I'll go, he doesn't have Intimidate support, so I'm going to go Aerodactyl Garchomp. And then backups. I think I will be going Koko. And I think I'm going to bring Togedemaru just straight up because he has 2 electric Pokemon. I have 13 seconds. I still have time. It's either Togedemaru or Ditto. And I don't know if I like Ditto here. I'm going to go Togedemaru. Having late game Fake Out support could be a thing that wins me the game. Togedemaru is still a decent Pokemon, especially against Tapu Koko. Switching it in, blocking an attack, and then Poisonium Zing that Tapu Koko. Oh, it's beautiful. It's decent against Kartana. Kartana's going to have to take a couple turns KO in that guy, and it's going to command like a ton of field dominance against Pokemon like Kartana as well. And if it is that Scarf Kartana like I thought it was, or like I think it is, switching in on like a Sacred Sword, or, well, maybe not a Sacred Sword, but like a Smart Strike or a Leaf Blade would make it extremely hard for him to KO me. So he leads the exact lead that I said would be the biggest problem here. And that sucks. No one can eat berries, though. I think I'm gonna Rock Slide here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Rock Slide. I'm gonna let Jesus take the wheel, and hopefully we can flinch that Pelipper without him getting a Tailwind up. I'm gonna switch in Togedemaru. Just because I want to be able to Fake Out turn 2 if I have to, and just Rock Slide. This will give me a little bit of stability if I need it, and you know, we'll see what happens. I really think plays like this should be making a comeback. This was really big in like 2014 and 2015, switching in a Pokemon that's Fake Out on turn 2. This goes for a Fake Out. Who's he hitting? That's a standard Fake Out target, but switching into Pokemon with Fake Out to have like a really big, huge turn 2, I think is something a lot of players don't do enough. So we're gonna go for a Rock Slide. Can we flinch the Pelipper? No. You know what? It is what it is. I really don't think it's the end of the world here. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to go for a Fake Out onto the Pelipper and a second Rock Slide. And I think we should be able to like stabilize, or at the very least, like waste a couple turns of his Tailwind, having him switch and having him like deal with this. So he's switching out probably, is he going into Wailord? He's going into Mimikyu. Going into Mimikyu is a good play here, I think. It's blocking a standard Fake Out. And I want to know what Pikachu's doing. Pikachu has HP Ice? Oh my goodness. And it's probably going to one-shot the guard. Oh, I'm alive! Ah! All right, so, and it's really, really lucky for me that I make contact on both of those guys. It's going to KO the Pikachu, and it's going to break the Mimikyu disguise, and that is actually huge for me. It's huge that Pikachu goes down, because now I can start using electric attacks with my Togedemaru if I do choose to do so. So we're going to see what comes in. I'm expecting Mimikyu to potentially pack the Shadow Sneak. He does not need Shadow Sneak. He's faster than me in Tailwind, but he doesn't really know that. So we're going to see Coco come in here. Oh, that changes the game a lot, because I'm going to Poisonium Z that thing into the ground. Alright, what is going on? Alright, Electric Surge. I have Aerodactyl with a Sash and Coco in the back, and he has 2 turns off the Tailwind or 1? Let's check. He has 2. So we're going to Poisonium Z. Oh, and he didn't bring Wailord. His last Pokemon is the Pelipper. So we're completely fine with this. Poisonium Z the Coco, and we're just going to protect with Garchomp. And if he still had the Pikachu, I wouldn't really be protecting because Pikachus are known for carrying Faint. But none of these Pokemon carry Faint, so I'm pretty safe in going for this Protect. I don't really feel a way that he can get my Togedemaru. He's just going to go for Dazzling Gleam and maybe like a Shadow Claw on the Togedemaru slot. And hopefully, you know, I can weather that. Maybe he'll crit me, which would be lame. Oh, he's going to Z-move me. He could Z-move me, I guess. He's going for a Shadow Claw. Up on a Togedemaru. Don't KO me. I need to live. Yes, there we go. We're showing off the Poisonium Z. This is my favorite Z move animation, like the favorite dance. I just think it's super cool looking, and we're going to be firing off a Poison Z move on a Tapu Koko. This is my check to all the Tapus, and it's super, super good. We're going to leave him with only 2 Pokemon. My Garchomp's Protect is on cooldown, but I think I'm still in a pretty decent spot. Koko going down is huge for me, and if I switch out the Garchomp into, you know, whatever Pokemon I want, he's left with 2 slow Pokemon on a last turn of Tailwind. I think I'm alright. And I still haven't revealed like a Spiky Shield on my Togedemaru. I really think he's going to ignore Togedemaru this turn. I think that's definitely a potential play that could happen. So I'm just going to attack with Togedemaru. Who's the bigger threat? I think I'm going to attack the Pelipper with the Zing Zap, and I'm just going to switch out Garchomp for Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl's really fast. It has a Sash, and even if it gets KO'd, I'm just going to send in Coco and win the game. But either way, I can then go for Sky Drops on Mimikyu. I can reset up my own Tailwind, and I think I should be in a pretty decent spot. So we should be able to win this one, I think. Really surprised to not see the Wailord here, but you know, I have a ton of electric Pokemon, so he probably just didn't want to even mess with it. So Aerodactyl switching, and remember this guy has a Nerve that probably isn't going to come into play here. He's going for a Swords Dance with the Mimikyu. Holy moly, and I want to know what the Pelipper is going for then. Is he attacking my Togedemaru slot? Alright, cool, he's attacking the Garchomp. That's fine, so we're going to KO the Pelipper. And then we're just going to be able to KO the Togedemaru, or sorry, KO the, what is it, Mimikyu as well. Alright, so, Twisted Dimensions, or not Twisted Dimensions, the Tailwind wears off. I wonder if he's going to be Shadow Sneaking me. Like, Shadow Sneak would be really bad for me, I think. Because, yeah, like I said though, he thought I had the spiky shield thing, and he just didn't attack me, so that's why he Swords Danced. But I can Encore him, since I have a higher base speed. Well, we have the same base speed. I think I'm just going to Zing Zap and Rock Slide. I don't really see a problem with that. I have 4 Pokemon, and he's single target damage. I should just be fine. I'm overthinking this. So Rock Slide's going to come, and we can also flinch it. Let's see if we flinch first. Let's see who's faster, Togedemaru, or it looks like Togedemaru is faster, and it is going to be able to hit with a stabbed Electric Terrain boosted Zing Zap. We get the crit, we didn't even need it, and we are going to be taking out the Mimikyu. So pretty good stuff. A couple quick games. I showed a lot of the stuff about my team, though. I showed a lot of Mandibuzz in the first game, and I showed the Poisonium Z Togedemaru in the second game. Sadly, I did not use Ditto this set, but I will try my best to use it in the next episode of the Twinget series. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.